Basically, I just have a page that just goes through so many drinking stats, and I just thought they were kind of interesting. I think it's good to know.
Let's brush up.
So the first is, do Americans drink more or less during the holidays? I think, what would your guess be?
More.
Yes, more. So out of 100%, 55% say they drink more during the holidays, which
That's low. That's low.
It's kind of a lie.
I would bet it's
like
98%.
Yeah, I agree, because it says here 55% say yes, but men in particular are twice as likely as women to consume 6 or more drinks at a time, with 34% of men enjoying 3 to 4 drinks daily during holiday festivities.
3 to 4 drinks daily. I mean, if you're starting at noon and
That's not even that many drinks.
You're going to 8. Yeah, I was going to say,
Personally.
now I'm thinking that we should be drinking more, because if
I
you're going
think
to keep
so.
if you're going to be keeping a steady buzz over the course of 8 hours, one drink every 2 hours, your liver is going to eat that up.
Yep.
You're supposed to be
And
challenging.
you're eating, like, you're probably eating good Christmas fare. I know
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, I did some drinking, but I felt completely sober because all I did was eat food.
Yeah, it weighs on you. That's why you need an upper, which is why I'm advocating for a crystal meth Christmas.
Yeah.
I think we should bring back crystal meth Christmas. It's popular in some areas of the United States. New Mexico. There's a big crystal meth Christmas. A lot of Appalachian states. I think we should embrace that. We should have uppers on hand for that food coma, because the alcohol, it's hard to put more.
It's a great stocking stuffer idea, actually.
Yeah,
instead of putting coal in the stocking, you put little crack rocks in the stocking.
And then in the slipper, you put a little crack pipe. So when they get the crack rocks and then they go to put on their slippers and they're like, oh, what's that? And then they go, oh, and then there's the candle. There's probably a lighter
the holiday spirit
lying around somewhere. So then you just light up right there in front of your cousins and pass it around.
I support that. I would like to get things turned up. The biggest liars that are out there are the baby boomers, however, because baby boomers say 63% of baby boomers, so our parents' generation basically, only consume 1 to 2 drinks on the holidays. That's a lie. Okay, I've seen my uncles get smashed for Christmas. Okay. They're 1 to 2, more like 10 to 20. Okay?
Yeah.
1 to 2, bold-faced lie.
Yeah, 1 to 2 drinks for a baby boomer is a nice breakfast.
Yeah, like that's that's actually just a typical day.
Yeah. I see, the only thing I would say supports this not being a lie is that I have noticed that more and more baby boomers, like the 60s, 70s, they're getting into edibles. And I feel like I'm seeing more and more high old
goofy.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, there's more and more high old people walking around the city where I see someone, I go, that 72-year-old is high as balls.
I love
right
that
now.
for them.
Yeah. So,
I love if you see them walking around, that's amazing, because a lot of times people are afraid of edibles because you get like stuck on the couch and you're just hungry, and that's because you overdid it. Okay, you got to dose yourself properly. So it's encouraging to hear that there are elderlies out there wandering the streets high as fuck off an edible.
Yeah. And that generation grew up without therapy. You're not going to therapy now. You're just going to pop a 10 milligram and chill the fuck out at Christmas. Yeah, exactly. That's baby boomer therapy right there.
Okay.
It's just weed edibles. But still, that's a small percentage of the baby boomer population. I would say that 1 to 2 drinks.
Still lie. It's still got to be at least 3 to 4. And that's what they say millennials and Gen Z admit to 3 to 4 drinks during the holidays, which I think is pretty fair, especially for women and just, lighter weight. Like 3 to 4 drinks is pretty solid for your evening festivities.
Yeah. I don't think in the defense of the baby boomers lying on the survey, and I think the other, uh, who was the other generation right before this that said 3 to 4?
Millennials and Gen Z.
Millennials. That's even a lie to me. Who's honest for these surveys? Who answers
That's
a
true.
survey?
Everybody lies. Most
We
people
need-
even lie to their doctors.
We need to start normalizing getting fucked up because
Yeah.
there's this societal pressure to go to your doctor
And lie.
and you know in your head when you've had 32 drinks in a month on a light
It's-
month.
But you
and
feel
you walk
such
right in,
shame when
and you-
they're like, how many drinks do you have a day or a
yeah.
week?
And you say 3 to 4, and the doctor's like a month, and you're like, yeah, let's go with that.
It's so embarrassing. I mean, I know it just feels wrong. And the thing is like, because also most people don't drink every day. So I mean, some do, but most people don't
And good
drink
for
every
them.
day. And they'll be like, oh, how many drinks do you have a week? And the thing is like some weeks I might only have 2 drinks. Other
Yeah.
weeks I might have like 30. I mean,
Yeah.
the spectrum is pretty broad. Like, and I don't want to say, because usually when they ask that, in my head, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about like the day before when I just drank like 10 Orange Crushes. But that, I'm like, that's not a usual activity, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it did happen, and I don't want them to judge me.
I think doctors should start doing the questionnaires differently for drinking and smoking. I think the doctor should come into the office. They line up 6 shots of vodka just right in front of the patient.
Yeah.
And the doctor goes, slam these 6 shots of vodka within the next 5 minutes. And
Oh,
based
God.
off of how you act during the rest of this checkup, I will know your tolerance. And if you're slamming 30 drinks a week, you'll slam those 6 shots. And
yeah,
you're not
so
you're
it'll
not
catch
going
you
to be
in a lie. Okay.
you're going to not be slurring a thing. You're going to be walking perfectly. You might want to drive home from the checkup, and the doctor's going to have to say, whoa, 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 you did have 6 shots. And you're like, thanks, doc. I appreciate that. And if you're throwing up in a bucket, if you can't get out a sentence, if you're texting your ex right there on the spot while the doctor's trying to take your blood pressure, he knows that, you're a little ass bitch and you can't really drink.
That's true. I just want them to not judge me. I am
Yeah.
honest about the smoking weed now that it's more normalized. I'm like, yeah, I smoke weed every day.
Yeah. And the doctor's like, prove it. And he passes you a giant blunt.
I wish.
Face this.
No, it's like the nurse in the beginning. She's like, I only smoke girl blunts, and like we just roll one up together right there and
Yeah.
smoke a blunt together. That'd be
Love that.
great.